Yep.
We're back.
What it do? What it do? Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Be Real Entertainment presents Sports Spit, and I'm your host, Jay Maurice, with my co-host
Victor Garner, Slick Vic. What up, man?
Hey, we coming to you from the Hall of Game, where we giving you 360 degrees of game. For those of you that don't understand, that's game all way round.
Yes, sir.
Hey, we gonna get active with this one.
Let's do it.
So let's put this thing in motion. We talking about the NBA playoffs, y'all. And it's like some of the series is over in round 2.
We got one series wrapped up.
We got two more game 6s tonight.
2 in the night.
I don't really think so. I don't really think so.
We'll see.
But you know, that's what everybody was saying, you know, the other night. But it didn't happen like that.
Yeah.
But you know, we got New York and Miami.
Yep.
Miami's 3-2.
Yep, 3-2.
And we got the Warriors and the Lakers.
Also 3-2.
The Lakers are up 3-2. They was up 3-1, which, you know, game 6 is tonight. So we're going to make something happen tonight.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go on, Vic. Go on, start it off. Where you want to start it at, player? Go on.
Well, I guess let's go ahead and we've got 2 elimination games tonight. So we got tipping off in about, from where we are, about 5 minutes from now, actually. We got the New York Knicks and the Miami Heat.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel? How you feel about tonight's game, and just your overall thoughts of the series?
I kind of wanted Miami to win, but I know New York is tough, man. New York they extremely tough with the Brunson burner.
The Brunson burner.
You know, Jalen Brunson. He playing lights out this whole series. You know.
Yeah, Brunson's definitely tough. Definitely tough.
You know, it's they got a chance if you can get your boy to come alive.
Who, Randall?
Orange Julius Randall.
Yeah. Man. Well,
and Quigley got to play too.
Well, Quigley he did nothing, I don't think. Like
RJ Barrett got to come alive.
I mean, to win game 5, they had to play their backcourt Grimes, who did a hell of a job on Jimmy Butler, and made him work.
Mm-hmm.
And been making him work. Hurt his leg in the last couple minutes of the game and got his key steal on Butler. Yeah. Him and Brunson played 48 minutes, both of them.
The whole game.
And so, I mean, can they do that 3 games in a row? Like, they'd have to do it tonight and Sunday. And I don't know that they can do that. I mean, yeah.
I think that wears you out, man. I mean,
I don't believe in it.
It might not wear you out for the next game, but if you got another game, you know, the accumulation of all them minutes will tear you down.
Yeah, it's only so long you can do that and carry that heavy minute load.
Mm-hmm. So we'll know that tonight if them legs is weak. As we speaking, I think the game finna start right about now.
Yeah.
But you know, if it's a lot of short shots that come up short, you know that they legs is gone.
Yeah. Who you got tonight?
Tonight they're in Miami.
Miami, yep.
Like I said, I like Miami. You know, I always said that they was a bad bitch. You know, I'm gonna see how long they gonna. Yeah. I'm gonna dry that rag. See how long they gonna. You know.
And now they said Tyler Hero was when he got hurt in the first round, his timeline was 4 to 6 weeks, and it's been 3.
Okay.
It's been about 3 weeks.
Okay.
So, I mean, if they can win this series,
but we got to see if Jimmy hurt though, you know, because if Jimmy if he's hobbled, you know, because he had hurt his leg the last game. Yeah, he had hurt something.
Huh? I know Grimes got hurt.
Remember at the end of the game. That was the game now it wasn't the last game, but that was the game before, I think. Jimmy hurt his leg at the end of the game.
Well, that was game 1 when he sprained his ankle.
No.
Oh, okay, was it something different? Okay, well, I don't know. But he played last
Because
game.
it was at the end of the game when they won. They had won that game.
Okay, well it wasn't game 5, but we know they lost 5.
Right, so it was game 4.
Right. Well, I mean he looked. I mean he didn't seem.
He didn't look good.
He didn't seem.
He didn't look. That wasn't a Jimmy game. You know.
I think he's been kind of laying in the cut the past few games. I think he's been. Maybe he's just kind of charging up. Keep you can't go full tilt like that every game. And I mean they've been in command, so why not kind of lay back when you can, when you got that advantage.
Okay. Well, I think Miami, Bam Adebayo has to have a big game. Jimmy got to have a big game, and they got to have some others. You got to have some Kevin Love sighting,
Mm-hmm.
and the role players got to come to life.
Mm-hmm.
And they're gonna be at home, so
Got Caleb Martin.
yeah, they're gonna be at home. So they say that the role players play better at home.
Yeah, and they do, man. If you just check box scores, basically you see that like that bears fruit. Like your role players are just more comfortable at home. It's your role players it's your star players who they should be able to travel and play anywhere. And I think that's what makes role players like Robert Ory kind of stick out in a lot of people's minds because he'd do what he did anywhere. Like it didn't matter. It wasn't always in Houston. It wasn't always in LA, and it wasn't always in San Antonio. Like he had that 3 to beat Sacramento in Sacramento.
Right.
To force that game 7. So, I mean, I don't see New York. I don't see New York being able to force a game 7. Though. I think Miami's got to take it serious. They don't really want to go to Miami or to New York to have to win a game 7 on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when they've been a tougher team all series.
Right.
So I just think I think they ended tonight.
Okay. Let's switch back to the West.
Okay.
KD, where you at? Where KD at?
At the crib.
I just want to know because they was the people's champ, mid-season people's champ.
Not mid-season, but
whenever they made that trade, that was like
post All-Star break.
Yeah, they was the people's champ. Oh, they're gonna win it. Oh yeah, mark it down. Phoenix Suns is the front runner to win the title.
Again, I feel targeted.
No.
I feel targeted. Just say my name. Just say my right here.
And seriously, it ain't even you. It's like I just don't like how dude abruptly left our team because he was called a name. You know what I mean? That's probably what Russell Westbrook was talking about.
He didn't leave the team because he was called a name.
Because Draymond called him the B word.
He was already planning to leave though, and they knew that. That's why that whole situation happened.
It was up in the air.
It
was up in the air. He wasn't either way. But Draymond tipped the scales for him. Like he called me a B.
Like he tipped Jordan Poole.
Come on, bro. Why
Draymond do a lot of tipping, man.
I just hope he don't get no tease for that tipping tonight. Because he been close. But anyway, Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. Devin Booker did some old B stuff. He don't want to talk to the reporters. No press game. None of that talk. You know what I mean? After the game was over, come on, man. You supposed to be a superstar in this league, and that's what you do. That's why you would never be the face of the league because you was a sore loser, and you lost because you had it in your mind that y'all was gonna win, and it didn't happen like that, and you were a sore loser. Devin Booker,
I give Booker a pass.
I don't. Nope.
I give him a pass.
Nope. You gotta. When you win, he all up on the podium. Yeah,
So is every other winner, man.
No.
So is every other winner.
When Steph lose, he go up there and he address it.
Mm-hmm.
Now LeBron don't. But
LeBron,
Steph,
he skip out on the elimination on the finals loss media?
Well, no, I ain't talking about a finals loss. But
okay.
Anytime he loses, he act like a
I
big.
think that Booker, and this is just me assuming stuff, but I just feel like Booker probably kind of in the heat of that moment, he didn't want to
But that's where your professionalism comes in.
Yeah, and
no passes, bruh. No passes.
I don't think he had anything. I don't think he had anything good to say about the players on his team.
All he should have been talking about was his play, because he played like.
But they weren't gonna ask him about his play.
Yes, they was. Don't nobody know what they was gonna ask him because he didn't come.
Well, I mean,
so you don't know what they was gonna ask him. You know what I'm saying? You don't know.
Usually, when they ask the best players about their playoff performances or about their team's failure,
they didn't ask KD about the team. KD was there.
What did they ask KD?
I don't know, but he was there. I know he was there. I seen him at the podium, right. Explaining, that the season was a failure.
Mm-hmm.
Blase, blah, whoopty whoop. You gotta show up, for those for the lows as well as the highs.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't like it, but I feel like I feel like if he thought if he went to that media session that he'd have said something and ruffled some feathers in the organization. And
some feathers might need to be ruffled.
I think you leave that to the owner, the brand new owner, Matt Ishbia, and the GM.
The one that Nicolia pushed down.
Yeah. You like to mix it up, man. That's what he got to call.
He need to sit. He need to sit his tail down too. You know what I'm saying? He
was sitting down.
No, he was standing up. He was standing up.
Until Nicola tried to steal that ball from him.
He shouldn't even have the ball. He's an owner. He shouldn't even have the ball.
It landed in his hand. It landed in his lap.
Hey, that's what happened when you got the ball. You know what I mean? They coming forward. But yeah, man. Shout out to Denver. Denver, y'all did y'all thing. Porter, Jokic, Murray, Gordon,
KCP,
Kentavious, Caldwell,
the Pope.
He used to be a Laker, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he used to be. Yeah, we got in the bubble. Yeah, mm-hmm. Part of that bubble team. Got him a ring. Yeah. We gonna get another one this year. So it ain't.
What they give out bronze rings for like.
They got
what ring y'all get for losing in the second round? I really don't understand. I ain't never seen them give a ring, but they do some new stuff now. They got new trophies and new awards. Maybe they got a new award for the Lakers for losing in the second round. But we'll see. We'll see what they got up.
But back to the Denver Phoenix thing. Yeah, I mean, you had Chris Paul hurt. Don't know that Chris Paul made a difference either way.
DeAndre Ayton, they gave him an illness.
Oh, is that what he had? Oh, because I'm looking like
he was in street clothes.
I didn't know why he was in street clothes.
Because they gave him an illness. They said that he had I think they said he had something was wrong, a rib or something. Something was wrong. They said. But he ain't getting along with the team. He might be out of there at the end of this year.
And they probably cool with it. Like who care? Like if that's how you are, you flake out. If you flake out on the elimination game, and then when you in there, you don't play. You don't.
He's been having static with the coach for about 2 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He been out on him for a while, and
Monty been owning.
And I mean, when he was drafted, he said that all he was trying to do was make it to a second contract. So I mean, when you have somebody talking like that,
he said that.
Yeah, like when you have somebody talk like that, like you can't really. I mean, you can look at Ayton and you can when you see him, you can see he don't love the game. Like he don't play like he love the game.
He probably just don't like playing where he playing and playing for the coach. And a lot of times, if you don't like playing for the coach or you and the coach don't get along, you don't have good games or you just don't seem like you went to it. And then, Booker was talking crazy to him.
Well, Booker was always kind of his motivate. Like he was always the one to kind of keep him, to motivate him and dangle carrots in front of Aiden and get him, because Aiden would always like disengage. You always got to keep. He's like one of those guys who's always not motivated. So Booker's always used to be always like in his ear, on his ass.
But he wasn't like that before Monty got there.
I think he was. I think he was trying to always trying to push Aiden.
No. Well, I'm saying Aiden wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Not into it. Aiden when he came out his rookie year and he was
always like.
Didn't he win rookie of the year?
Oh, I'm sure not.
He said, "I'm sure not." He disappointed you, huh?
Well, I never had many extra. I haven't watched college basketball in almost since Melo left. Like I really hadn't watched a ton of college basketball since the one and done rule was introduced, and I heard of Aiden, but when he came to the league, it didn't mean anything.
Right.
So I don't. Yeah, and it's been what 4 or 5 years. Like it don't take a lottery pick that long to show and improve and show they can play. Like it didn't take Tatum that long.
Well, Tatum is a beast though.
Yeah. It didn't take Paul George that long. Like Paul George was the 13th pick. Like it didn't take him that long.
George is another beast.
It didn't take Shea long.
Now you know about Shea. Shea got smoked.
So like it ain't take Ja that long. Like they all lottery picks. It ain't take Zion. I mean, Zion is great when he's on the court. Like ain't nobody ever said Zion couldn't play.
No, you ain't say he couldn't play.
Yeah, so
but he won't play.
It don't take.
You call him street clothes.
Street clothes, yeah. Dump producer street clothes.
He's street clothes.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Well, let's kind of talk about Denver for a second. So, Jokic was the 2-time MVP. Didn't win this year.
Not this year.
Yeah, not this year. But is he the best? Do you think he's the best big man in the playoffs right now?
Joel Embiid still playing, right?
You think he's been playing better than Joel?
No, I don't care what the numbers say. Joel still has an impact on the game.
But does Jokic not have an impact on the game?
They can win. They could have won that series without Jokic.
Wow. So you just say so? Wow.
Because like you said, Aiden wasn't there.
Well, Aiden, he was on the court. He just in the head. He ain't there. Like but he couldn't do nothing with Jokic. Jokic was just giving him the business. Like he couldn't stop Jokic. He can't do nothing with Jokic.
Man, I think Embiid still would have gave him the business too.
Oh well, yeah. Aiden wasn't gonna stop either of those guys. But would Al Horford stop both of those guys?
Now Horford do play. Embiid tough. He played tough, super tough. He like one of the hardest opponents for Embiid.
Jokic had that same problem.
But now they done put Williams in the game. So he gonna start.
Rob Williams.
Yeah, Robert Williams. He gonna start. So
Horford gonna finish.
Right. But is they playing Horford at the power forward or the center?
They matching him up with Embiid.
Okay.
They know that he guard Embiid tough. Like I think I seen a number that Joel Embiid shooting like 30-something% with Horford on him. And so so that's the matchup they want. They want Horford on Embiid. It ain't a mismatch to them.
Right. Well, I guess that's why they're gonna start Robert Williams first on him, and then bring Horford.
He can draw a couple fouls, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Horford, Horford is, he is
getting up there.
Yeah, he is kind of, he is aging.
Right.
And so, do you think Jokic has had a better playoff than Embiid?
He might have had a better playoff, but I think Embiid is a better player.
So you think that and you think that they could have won? What do you think? So you think Denver could have won without Jokic in there. They could have beat Kevin Durant and those guys without Jokic. You forget about the 50 piece that he dropped.
Who?
They
Jokic?
lost. Yeah, they lost. But he dropped the 50 piece on them boys.
But they lost.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Where's Embiid's 50 piece?
He don't need 50.
He could have used. They could have used
So
it last
basically,
night.
so basically,
They could've used
so
it last
basically,
night.
you feel like Jokic is the best big man in the game right now. I mean, in the playoffs right now.
I think that Jokic is had a better playoff than Embiid.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. You know what? Okay, yeah. I think I like Anthony Davis's apex better than Jokic, but consistently wise, it's
Wheelchair?
Jokic.
You talking about wheelchair?
Come on, man. He ain't
Wheelchair?
he ain't Mr. Glass.
Man, every time he hit the ground, he holding his head or he holding something and he be down there cherry picking. That's what he be doing.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Man, every time he fragile, he brittle.
he got hit in the face. Like that ain't
Man, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the 30 other times.
Well, as long as he get up, we cool.
Man.
He just got to make it another 6 more weeks, man.
Hey,
6 more weeks.
Every time he go down, LeBron probably be looking at him like, this again? Man, get your... But LeBron ain't gonna say nothing. Because he don't want
you can't bite the hand.
Like
Yeah,
Draymond. How Draymond do, but yeah, I know LeBron be like, man, this guy again. He was sitting there looking on the bench when they lost, like,
oh man.
he had that disgusted look on his face.
I mean, that's all you can do. When you ain't the best player on the team. Like you just look at the best player, Saudi. Like, man, you should have showed up. Mm-hmm. And he showed up. I mean, he Anthony Davis showed up. He got hurt. I mean, yeah.
So out of the 3 big men,
Jokic had the best playoff.
True.
I think at the peak when Anthony Davis is engaged and being dominant, I want Anthony Davis because he's giving me both ends of that spectrum. Jokic is a better offensive player than Anthony Davis is, a more consistent offensive player than Anthony Davis is, and a more impactful offensive player than Anthony Davis is. But he ain't got nothing on that other side of the court.
On the defensive side?
Yeah, on the defensive side. Like Anthony Davis can control the game. Like they've been trying to get Anthony Davis in pick and rolls with Steph. With everybody pretty much. They want to draw him away from the basket, pick and roll in the depth, and he can. You don't want him guarding Steph Curry, but like, it's just you take it like, well, we'll see what happens. But if that's Jokic back there, if that's Jokic guarding Steph Curry, it's a layup line. Like, it ain't even close. Like, at least Anthony Davis as a big man has a chance.
Okay.
But yeah, I think Jokic has been the best big man in the playoffs. So you disagree? The best big man. I think I think Embiid and Anthony Davis are only other people.
Okay, I go with that. I won't disagree with that. But who you like in the Boston 76ers series?
Who do I like in Game 7?
Yeah.
Game 7 Sunday. Just to kind of, we're not talking about the Lakers-Warriors series yet, but they have announced that if that does go to Game 7, that's going to be the 3:30 ABC game no matter what. So...
Yeah, because you got the best team right there. You know what I'm saying? You got the best team.
That's the earliest game, but it's going to be the ABC game, the 3:30. If that's
prime.
series.
That's prime real estate.
Yeah.
TV wise.
If that series, even though they're the one on the West Coast, like they're going to put them in that 3:30 slot.
Man, I don't know though, because we don't really play that good that early.
Yeah, I mean that's a noon tip for them basically, like on the West Coast. So, but if that series doesn't go to 7, then that Game 7 with Boston and Philly will probably be 3:30 on ABC. But you have to see how everything shakes out with the games tonight. Could be 3 Game 7s. We don't know.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
3 Game 7s.
And Game 7, I am taking. Boston, because they're at home. Like it's all I got. Like I ain't really no more reason than that. Like they at home. But Philly just lost at home. Like I don't know.
Okay. 76ers stand up.
Oh, you taking Philly?
Yeah, I'm
all
taking
right.
Philly with Joel Embiid.
Okay.
And Tyrese Maxey. And
Meek Mills. And Freeway.
Yeah.
And Dr. J.
But you know who gonna have to step up for them? Dude that what's his name?
We got Milton, we got Maxey, we got
I'm talking about dude
Tobias.
We ain't talking about Tobias, man. I'm talking about the defensive guy. He used to play with James Harden in Houston. He had all the gym shoes. He got all
PJ Brown. Or no, PJ Tucker.
Tucker, yeah. I'm like PJ Brown.
Yeah, wrong PJ.
Tuck gonna have to do his thing, man.
What's his thing? What he got to do?
Defense.
Oh, okay.
That's his thing, defense. He's
I'm just
a
making
defensive
sure
specialist.
you didn't want him like scoring a whole bunch of points or something.
No, they got people for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But just to be a defensive guy, to be able to, cause he should be able to stop. Oh, I ain't gonna say he should be able to stop Brown or Tatum. You know what I'm saying?
He did a hell of a job on Durant last year.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, as far as he should be able to guard Tatum, you know, and not let Tatum have a big game.
Yeah, I mean, well,
and they wasted the opportunity. Tatum had a horrendous game. First half, third quarter, first 3 quarters. He had a horrendous game.
He had a terrible first 44 minutes. The first 44 minutes was garbage.
4 minutes left. They wasted that, man. I mean, anytime you can hold Tatum to a game like that, you are supposed to win the game.
Yeah, I mean, they said Tatum and Brown were like, you know, like embracing, were like laughing, like after time expired, and I could only imagine Jaylen Brown going to him like, nigga, game started at 7. You know, like glad you showed up. Game started at 7. Like,
right.
You know,
right.
But yeah, I mean, I heard after the game he said, you know, like I'm one of the best players in the world, and you know,
he did say that.
I just at some point my shots would fall.
And I thought to myself, like, really? Like, you good, but one of the best players? Come on, man.
I mean, he ain't wrong.
He's stretching it. Yeah, man, he's stretching
it. Well, that depends on what you're talking about. Like,
yeah, man, it's still people, you know, that's in front of him. Like, bro,
he didn't say he was the best player in the world. He said one of. Yeah, like he's like an Olympic. He's like an Olympic. He's like on our Olympic team.
Now I think you're supposed to let other people say that. You know, you ain't supposed to toot your horn like that.
I mean, well, he didn't say he was the best player in the world. He said he's one of, and that could be 10 people, that could be 20 people.
Come on.
That could be 30 people.
Come on, man.
Like he didn't say he was top 10. He didn't say he was top 5.
But you know, that just put people in looking at him, you know, all cockeyed, like.
I mean, but they are
like for real, like, bro, what you do? What have you done?
The expectation is a championship for them, though.
But what has he done?
Made the NBA Finals.
Man, so has a lot of people.
So
has a lot of people.
And a lot fewer people haven't.
Patrick Ewing, all of them, you know, hey, you know, but, you know, he ain't did nothing yet, bro. Nothing.
They, I don't know. I mean, he's never, I don't know.
He decent. He a top tier player.
Yeah, I mean,
he's one of the top tier.
He's definitely in, like, you've got your MVP level caliber players, and I think even separating the MVP caliber players, you got like the best players in the world caliber players.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then you got your MVP caliber players, and then I think you got like the Tatums of the world, people who are the best player on their team, one of the best players in their conference, and they're like,
he could have said he one of the best players in Boston. I went with that. I went with that. Like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, player, right. You know.
Okay, well, let's just do this exercise real quick. Just real quick. If you take all the players that are left in the Eastern Conference playoffs, how far do you go down before you get to Tatum?
That's left.
That's left. Yeah, you got Butler, you got Brunson, you got Embiid, you got James Harden, you got Jaylen Brown. Like, how many people are you putting forward before you get to Tatum?
Hey, for real, I ain't even gonna hold you. I feel like Jaylen Brown a better player than him.
Wow, really?
Yeah, bro. Because
the team don't even think that. Though.
He be having like he go into funks. Like even in the finals, you know what I'm saying? Jaylen Brown was the best player in the finals last year for Boston.
For Golden State too.
No.
He can't dribble, man. Like what you gonna do when you can't dribble?
No. Catch a shoot.
He can't dribble.
Catch a shoot.
Well, at least Tatum can dribble competently. Like, and Jaylen Brown ain't.
I feel like he had a way better series than Tatum in the finals last year.
Yeah. Tatum definitely.
Crunch time.
Yeah.
Crunch time. You know, all that other stuff, all in the season, looking all good, and
I mean, but
behind the,
but the teams, they key in on Tatum though. Like the teams recognize Tatum's the best player. That's what they want to take out.
Last night, you know, he was just garbage juice
until the last 4 minutes. You know, he had 16 points in that fourth quarter. Like,
but who was keeping him? Who was keeping him in the game?
Yeah. I mean, and they, you know, that's why Jaylen Brown's there to pick up his slack. You know, when he's not feeling it, and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why you got to have a couple of dynamic players. I mean, that's how it's supposed to work in every city. You know, Steph and Clay,
and Draymond.
Well, Draymond ain't picking up no slack.
20 points in the win. Well, no, did he score 20 or 25?
And over how many games?
No, I'm talking about in that last game. In that last game when they won. When you came out here and said that they wasn't going to win, you know, that they was going to be wrapped up.
Oh, that's going to be, no, that's tonight. That's tonight.
Okay.
That's tonight. The wrap-up's tonight. Now. Okay. Yeah, I didn't feel like they were going to win Game 5 in Golden State. Yeah. Golden State's a great home team. Not a great road team. So if they're gonna drop one of these, it's gonna be tonight. And then the Lakers, they gotta win it tonight. You don't want to go to. This is the Lakers must win tonight because you do not want to go to a game 7 in San Francisco.
San Fran.
Yeah, you don't want to do it. Yeah.
Because you're gonna have 40 water in the stands. Too Short might even be out there, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Shout Dog might be out there.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, but you know what that series did, man?
What'd it do?
That series, I think it caused a rift in one of the greatest rap groups that's ever been assembled.
Who was that?
Mount Westmore.
Mount Westmore?
Yeah.
I don't know what we're talking about.
Oh, man, Mount Westmore, you don't know who that is? I see, you ain't, I mean, I understand, you ain't about it like that. But you know, you got Ice Cube, you got Snoop Dogg, you got E40 and Too Short.
And they were all a group?
Yeah, they all a group. They got an album out.
Oh, so is this a new group? Like this, they formed this like in the last 5 years or so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just came out with it.
Okay.
Mount Westmore.
Okay,
you know, you got 40 and Short. You know, they Golden State fans. You know, they Golden State fans, and you got Ice Cube and Snoop.
Yeah,
you know, they Laker fans.
La La Land, stand up.
I hope this don't
just
cause
like it's a pod divided right here, man. You know what I mean? My man over here.
I got my two favorite rappers.
I don't usually throw racial slurs, but he's a renegga. We had the bet that he canceled it on me.
Cut it out. We had a hold on.
He canceled the bet.
We had a bet. I proposed a bet at the beginning of the series. He called me. He said, nah, I don't know, cause my wife might not, she might not be on that.
Said I got to check. I got to run up the flag.
He didn't come back to me until it was 3-1. Talking about, yeah, we can bet now. Come
said
on,
we're
bro.
good.
He was like, yeah, we can bet now.
I said we
Come
can bet
on,
now.
man.
I said we're good.
Y'all know,
Dinner.
come on, y'all know that was bogus. Like, that's crazy. Like, you can't come back when it's 3-1 now talking about we can bet.
Chime in on the comments and tell
y'all, you got to know that was crazy. I'm looking at him like, no, he didn't. Like, bro, and then he kind of got like a little attitude talking about, oh, man, there you go. I said, oh, he come back when it's 3-1. You know, talking about, yeah,
they lost the game.
Like, yeah, we can bet. Now, if he would have came back when it was 1-1, I would have been like, okay, we can bet. But he was like, nah, I'll let you know. He didn't come back and let me know till it was 3-1.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man.
Well,
this guy.
Y'all chime in on the comments.
This guy.
Tell him how fraudulent he was.
That was fraudulent. Come back when it's 3-1. Talking about, yeah, we can bet now. Yeah. We it's on. Yeah, we yeah. Come on, man.
All right, so back to the hoop. So, Boston and Philly, we never got our picks out there. Oh no, you said Philly.
I said Philly.
I'm taking Boston.
Right.
Well, I mean, I guess that's it for that. And so that'll make. And you said you're taking Miami tonight too?
Yeah, I'm gonna take Miami tonight.
Yeah, I'm running with Miami tonight too.
What? Huh? The catfish? You running with the catfish? Oh man,
they up against another catfish. They up against another catfish on catfish crime.
They, you know, New York been like it to be a pack all year. You know,
I take Philly or Boston over Miami. Okay. I would. Okay. We'll see. Oh well, I mean, we were just talking about the Lakers and Golden State, so I guess let's go ahead and get back on it, get back to it. Game 6 tonight. You know, I wore a t-shirt because we got to bury a body tonight. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ain't getting buried over here, player. Ain't nothing getting buried over here, player.
Gotta bury a whole era. It's gonna take all night. So
we're gonna do our thing. We're gonna do our thizzle. We're gonna do our thizzle.
So tonight's game, we'll focus on tonight. What does Golden State got to do to win this game tonight?
Not turn the ball over, not foul, and put the Lakers on the free throw line, because it's been a free throw disparity between the Lakers and the Warriors. The Lakers been on the line way too much, and like I said, we can't turn over, we can't foul, and we got to make shots. We got to convert. When we get turnovers, we got to convert. And guys got to step up. Clay has to step up. Clay, game 6, Clay, I'm calling for you, player. I'm calling for you. Come on. Game 6, Clay, I need you. If Wiggins was supposed to be hurt, he apparently hurt his rib. And if he can give us anything and just play some defense and hit a shot or two, we would be all right. Poole, you gotta play like you've been playing, like you was playing at the end of last year and in this year. You know, you got to step up, Poole. You know, who else? Draymond got to be Draymond. Loon, big Loon. You got to grab them rebounds and force Davison and taking bad shots. And who else? Our bench got to step up. DiVincenzo or DiVincenzo. Yeah.
Moody.
Moody been playing right.
You expect to see Kuminga tonight?
If Wiggins ain't, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I expect to see Kuminga because I'm kind of iffy on Wiggins.
How much Wiggins can give you tonight?
Yeah.
Now,
but it's the next man up.
How long?
They got to be able to hold wheelchair down though.
Yeah.
Got to hold wheelchair. If you can hold wheelchair, it'd be cool. You know, we have a good shot.
How much of a leash?
Wheelchair's AD.
How much of a leash does they give Poole tonight, considering that he's on the road? I know game 4 he played about 10 minutes. and they pulled him and didn't play him the rest of the night. How much of a leash do you think they gave him tonight?
I don't know, man. That's a good shot. I mean, that's a good call for Coach Kerr. I would say, if he out there and he hitting his shots and he making good passes and good decisions out there, he'll play a nice amount of minutes. But if he, jacking up shots and missing, it's one thing to jack up a shot and you make it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you jack up a shot and miss it, come on, sit down right next to the coach and,
Sometimes I feel
think
like
about this.
Sometimes I feel like making a bad shot is probably like the worst thing that can happen for you, because then you're confident, and now it's following one bad shot is preceded by 3 or 4 more bad shots, and if that first one go in or the first 2 go in, you take 3 or 4 more.
But this is a must win for the Warriors, so the leash probably gonna be short.
So if he struggles early, you expect for him to not be out there too long.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, Moody's played well.
Moody's played fabulous.
So, I mean,
Moody's played fabulous.
Maybe they give Kuminga some of those minutes and see what Kuminga can do if Wiggins can't really give you, what they need from him.
Mm-hmm.
Just maybe they have to run Kuminga out there and see. But, yeah, I think the Lakers, man. I think they have to get up on the shooters, like they've been doing, and just let the role players beat them, man. Like if Wiggins gonna hit 6 threes, let him do it. Like if Moody's gonna hit 7 threes, let him do it. If Poole's gonna hit 8 threes, let him do it. As long as they can try to get back and contest. We don't want another Game 7 Sacramento game from Steph like that. That's what the Lakers don't want. Like you cannot let Curry go out and do whatever he want to do. You cannot let him come out and go into GOAT mode on you. That's what you cannot allow to happen. And so, I mean, if the other guys beat you, so be it. Just don't let Steph get a point more than 30. Like, he's a great player. He's going to play great. I don't anticipate him struggling and playing bad or anything like that. I'd be surprised if he shot poorly tonight. But you cannot let him, like, explode. Yeah,
he's due for one because he had 2 bad games as far as shooting a 3.
Mm-hmm.
He had 2 games that wasn't Staffordless. He had 2 games, and he don't, he ain't gonna string together 3 games like that. He's had good games. Them games that he went, bad shooting. He had a poor shooting from the 3. He applied himself in other areas.
Mm-hmm.
The one game that they lost, he had a triple-double, a 30-point triple-double, and they lost.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, you wasted that.
I mean, that's the Lonnie Walker game, right? Was that the Lonnie Walker game?
Yeah. I think so, yeah.
So, I mean,
you wasted that.
And sometimes you'll have that, like you can't win all the games. But I just think try to let Steph Curry just be a normal, let him be a normal player tonight. Let him get, I think if he gets his average numbers, that's fine. You just don't want him taking over. And then Clay, just get a hand up, close out, run up on him, don't give him space, try not to let him be comfortable, and then live with the results of everybody else. And hopefully Anthony Davis can be in a position to protect that rim. Because dragging them away from that rim was really compromising their defense. Like, they got so many layups in Game 6, like so many layups.
Mm-hmm.
In Game 5 too, they were doing it. They were just able to pull out the game in the end.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, like Stan Van Gundy on the call was calling out that like he didn't think they were nearly getting Anthony Davis in pick and roll like he thought he should have. But on the other end, they were going to Steph too. So maybe he just didn't have that energy to do that. Just like when Steph took that three over Anthony Davis without trying to take him off the dribble, because maybe he was just tired. Like it was just like, man, like
his wheelchair.
Steph.
Oh,
it's probably about as clean as look he felt like he was gonna get, and he's a shooter. Trust his shot. Ain't a better shooter. Ain't a better shooter lives. So
right.
But yeah, I think that's the keys, and then I think we need another key is we need LeBron to trust the team. Like this is I think this is the best, the most well-rounded team he's ever played on. Like as far as like a lot of players being able to contribute and be assets, and they don't need him to create shots for him. He don't need him. They don't need him to. They don't need him to be superhuman.
Okay.
Like he can just be a guy.
One of the best teams that he had for the Lakers or in his career.
Period. Like as far as like a well-rounded team.
Well,
like as far as all the pieces being good.
Even in Miami.
Yeah, I don't think they were as deep. Like like give me. He had Mario Chalmers. Like give me.
But that was
Schroeder,
just a point guard.
And then they had Joel. What's his name? Joel Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
Trash. I mean, of course, Dwayne Wade is better than anybody. Well, no, Anthony Davis is better. I'm taking Anthony Davis.
No, but is Anthony Davis better than Chris Bosh? That's the point.
Oh yeah.
Now,
yeah.
I mean, when Chris Bosh, before he got to Miami, his game was retarded.
He better than all the Boshes.
And he didn't.
He better than all the Boshes. He gets mom up there, gets grandma up there. He better than all the Boshes.
Chris Bosh was a monster. And just playing with LeBron, everybody can't play with LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
And LeBron really didn't. I don't feel like LeBron utilized him as like he do AD. And that's when LeBron was at his peak. If LeBron was at his peak right now, AD wouldn't be playing like he playing. Trust me. LeBron's game will retard most people's game. Unless he like you, like D-Wade. He liked the D-Wade.
I mean, Dwayne Wade didn't rely on LeBron to do anything for him. Like, he didn't need LeBron to do anything for him. Like, I think, but the other players that, they need.
Because LeBron has had some hell of a players on his team.
Mm-hmm.
And they was never the players that they once was before he came on the gap with LeBron.
Yeah, I mean, he makes non-shooters look bad. Like he can't play with a Larry Hughes. He got him. They had to get him out of there. He wasn't no shooter. Like they had to get him out of there. He was a good player. They had to get him out of there. He had Carlos Boozer on his team. Carlos Boozer left under different circumstances. They probably like to keep Carlos Boozer, but that wasn't gonna be a good fit though, because he don't want a power forward taking elbow jumpers. He won't want you shooting threes. That's why they took Ilgauskas out there and made him a 3-point shooter. But we need LeBron to trust the team and not play LeBron ball. That is what we don't want. That is the worst possible outcome, and that's the easiest thing to defend. Is them playing LeBron ball. Like when everybody's a threat, like they have been for the last 5 games of the series. When everybody's a threat, they were a lot more dangerous. When you don't know if Reeves is gonna, is he gonna be aggressive? Is D'Angelo Russell gonna be aggressive? Like when people don't know where the attack's gonna come from, they're a lot harder to defend.
Right. Whereas
when LeBron just holds the ball and then passes it to somebody with 3 seconds on the clock, and they don't really have a decision to make you shoot. Yeah, it's a lot easier to defend, and it's a lot better for the defense as far as those players resting on defense, because they ain't got to run around and chase nobody. They just wait for LeBron to do what he gonna do, and they over there they resting while they waiting for him to do what he gonna do. And that'd be great for people like Steph, who use their energy on the offensive side of the court, running around all night. So the more you make them work on defense, the better it will be for you, because Steph's conditioning is unreal, but he still get tired.
Yeah.
He still gets tired.
Yeah.
And so, using that to your advantage is paramount in trying to win this series, because the more Steph Curry has in the tank come fourth quarter, the worse off you are.
Well, I kind of want to touch on the Lakers and this Anthony Davis concussion. Not a concussion, but really is a concussion. I done lost a lot of respect for that Laker organization, because they know that man is seriously concussed. Like, he was concussed. He was woozy. They had to help him to the bench. They had to wheelchair him around in the back. Dude was concussed. And they want this championship, or they want this winning so bad that they will say he ain't concussed, when they know that they should look out for the players. See, that's how come I don't really go for teams. I like players. That's why I don't mess with the Lakers. You know what I'm saying?
So if Steph got elbow right between the eyes before
they wouldn't send him out there. They wouldn't send him out there. No,
they wouldn't send him out there.
Mm-mm.
Would you want him to go out there?
Not if he ain't right. Nah.
Well, what if he can still play?
Nah.
What if he can still play?
If he concussed, man.
There's different levels.
People don't know
slight concussions, mild concussions, severe concussions.
They don't know how them concussions really affect. Like, back in the day, we didn't even know too much about concussions. But now we've been learning, and we've more knowledgeable about concussions and the effects and the after effects and what it can do to you in the long term. It really ain't worth it, man. You got to look out for that player, man.
Yeah, but
they should have the next man up mentality.
I think under any other circumstance, Anthony Davis would not be playing tonight. I think under any other circumstance, he would not be playing tonight.
But they said that the man ain't concussed when he clearly was concussed.
I'll never believe that he didn't get a concussion. He
right.
didn't
Okay.
concuss.
So
there
you go. And the Lakers did what they did.
When you lose your equilibrium, experiencing with vertigo, like, you can't tell me that's not from a concussion. But like, the opposite side of that. This is not football. You don't really expect for him to sustain another head trauma.
Just a fall could do it. And he falls all the time.
Yeah, theoretically it could. But it shouldn't be. He shouldn't have a. You don't really anticipate. Not that you ever anticipate a head trauma during a basketball game, but that kind of stuff happens. It happens. Draymond Green hit his head on the back of the court, I think, the same night.
But he didn't experience no type of symptoms. He just was holding his head because it probably hurt him. But he got a hard head. He got a rock.
Right.
He got a rock head. But he wasn't woozy.
Yeah, I get it. Like, I don't know where, I can't say I endorse.
You just don't want to say it because it's your team.
Well, I don't.
And that's cool. That's cool.
I just understand it. I just understand it.
How do you understand it?
Because they have a chance to win a championship. Like,
they got a chance to advance. They ain't gonna win no championship, but they got a chance to advance. Yeah, but that's just a chance.
They got a chance to win a championship, and when you have a chance to win a championship, you gotta suck it up. Or you can just or you can sit out and be Chris Paul. But
I told you about Chris Paul. I told you, I was like, which game is he gonna break down in? Because he gonna break down.
Yeah, I mean,
and sure enough, he did.
Yeah, and
Chris,
no one denied that.
You my man. I got you. I know how you play. I know how you work, Chris. I know you. I got you, Chris. Yeah, but back to LA. So it's okay with you that they glossing over this concussion.
Yeah, I mean, well, they won't be able to hide it if he can't play. Like if he can't play, then it's gonna hurt him anyway. Mm-hmm. So yeah, if he can't play, then he's gonna be a liability on the court, and they're gonna get smoked anyway.
Okay.
So or they gonna just yank him out early, and then he gonna be on the bench. So we'll see how it plays out tonight. I'm hoping that we get Anthony Davis. We're hoping that we get AD tonight. When Anthony show up, I'd be salty. Like, oh man,
get Tony Davis.
Yeah, I won't see Anthony tonight. I want AD. If Anthony coming in, I'll also just leave him sit out. We'll just take our chances and go to state.
Okay.
But yeah. So if Anthony Davis can be Anthony, if he can be AD tonight, then I expect us to be able to pull this game out with our role players stepping up. Rui, Schroeder, Russell, Vanderbilt, Lonnie. Like, I expect somebody's gonna step up, and I think that's what makes this Laker team like such a hard team to defend, is because it can come from anywhere. Like, they can hurt you from anywhere, and just depending on the night, it'll be different players, and then you have your Anthony Davis games, and then LeBron, it can turn the clock back for 1 or 2 games out of a series.
1 or 2 quarters.
Yeah, 1 or 2 quarters out of a series, or out of a game. But yeah, like and I never thought I'd like a LeBron team, but I like this team. But I like it because it's not a LeBron team. Like, this is a good Lakers team. It has LeBron on the team, and I think we win it tonight, man. I think we go to the Western Conference Finals tonight, and I think we'll be talking about Denver next week.
We're gonna be talking about Game 7.
Game 7 gonna be over. It's gonna be Sunday. Well, we still talk about it though. We still gonna talk about Game 7. We're gonna talk about all the Game 7s next week, and then preview round 2 or round 3 conference finals, the Final 4, in the NBA playoffs next week.
Okay. So I'm going with the Warriors, and you going with the Lakers.
We already know.
Okay. So, hey, if you liked this podcast, like, subscribe, share, and comment.
Comment.
Turn
them comments on, Reese.
Yeah. Comment on it. If you lose, I ain't.
Turn them comments on.
I'm just playing. But yeah, like, subscribe, and comment, and share this. Share this with your peoples, man. Let them know how we get down. So
your peoples is our people. We people.
There you go. Hey, it's been real.
Yes, sir.
And it is what it is. And this is what we do when we through.
Peace.